Hey guys, it's Kate. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking my all-time favorite mascara, you guys already know, the Maybelline Sky High, and we're going to be using the primer with it. I'm like super curious about this because I've talked to you guys about how the Maybelline Sky High has one of the best wear tests of any drugstore mascara I've ever tried, and that's why it's my favorite, because it also gives you so much volume and length and just is such a consistent mascara. I use it every single day and I have for ever since it came out. So what is that, 3 years ago? Something like that. But I have mentioned to you guys that on occasion the Maybelline Sky High will smudge. It's not like often, it's like kind of every once in a while or if I'm like moving around a lot. So that's why I'm really curious to see if we use the primer underneath the original Sky High today to see if it wears better or like how it performs throughout the day. Like I'm just really interested to pair these two up today and see how they perform together. So I'm going to be doing the primer in the original on one side and then just the original on the other so you can see it side by side. Before we jump into the application, I do want to read about the primer online as I always do. So this one's in the shade Soft Black. There's only one shade. It says it's their first tinted primer for extreme length and care. The mascara primer lengthens, thickens, and cares for lashes. When worn with mascara, 90% saw ultra lengthened lashes, up to 1.5 times the volume versus the Sky High washable mascara alone. So if you guys are excited to see the mascaras side by side, just keep on watching. So we're going to start by applying the primer first. I read the directions and it said to apply it and then let it dry before you apply the Sky High. What's interesting is like most mascara primers are white, and this one, as you can see, is kind of like it's called Soft Black, but I would say it kind of gives more of a gray color, and it looks like the brush is the same as the normal Sky High. We're gonna just apply the primer on my lower lashes first. Oh, this is weird. It is like a kind of gray. Now we're gonna put the primer on my upper lashes. I'm not sure like how much to apply. I don't want to go like crazy. Why is it? It feels kind of thick. I don't want to put a crazy amount. I'm just gonna do that, I guess. I find this whole thing super interesting because primers are usually like white, you know what I mean? And it's weird that it like looks like a normal mascara. They did say you can wear it on its own for more of a natural look. I'm gonna just sit here for a minute and let it dry before I go in with the original Sky High. I'm kind of scared. I feel like this primer might make it look like crazy. Like I feel like my lashes might look insane today. Primer's on, pretty dry. Now we're gonna go in with the original Sky High, my favorite mascara of all time. Okay, we're gonna put it on my lower lashes. Oh no, I'm not. I feel like the primer's making this like look, it's gonna be crazy. I feel like my lashes are gonna look like spidery. They're my lower lashes. Those are so long. I don't think I like that though. Okay, here's the true test. I'm kind of scared. Oh, it's weird. You can feel that the primer underneath is dry, so it feels like sticky, like clumpy. Like as I'm doing this, it's just like so chunky. I don't know if I like this. Because like normally the Sky High I feel like does a really good job of building and like separating lashes. Personally, I definitely prefer the Sky High on its own. You guys will see that in a minute, the comparison, but like it's very volumized, but it just looks like chunky and spidery to me. But then again, I mean, if you're someone who doesn't have as long of lashes, like maybe this would make your lashes look long and more volumized. I don't know. I guess it depends on the person. But now for the comparison, we're just going to take the original Sky High and just put this on this eye without the primer so you guys can see them side by side. Put a little bit on my lower lashes. Yeah, it's way easier to apply without the primer, and it looks less crazy to me. Oh my god, crap! I'm gonna hope that comes off with a Q-tip later, but for now we're just gonna keep going and do the upper lashes. This is my everyday mascara, so it is just such an easy application for me. But see how it doesn't go on literally insane like the other side? I definitely prefer this mascara just on its own. I don't think it needs a primer. I was just hoping the primer would maybe help like in the warmer months this mascara can smudge. So yeah, that application was way easier. Oh my god. You guys can really see this side by side right now. I'm looking in my mirror and yeah. I'm gonna go grab a Q-tip and we're gonna see if we can get this off and if it's easy. I hope this is like, oh, whoa, magic. Whoop. But right now it is about 1 p.m. so I'm gonna be back at 9 and we are gonna see how they look. Okay guys, it's been like literally 2 seconds. I was about to film the intro to this video and look, I was looking in the mirror, there's already a little flake. I'm gonna brush it off for now and hope it was just like a one-time thing, but Things aren't looking good so far. Okay, I'm back just an hour early. It is about 8 p.m. because as you guys can see, I think we've seen what we've needed to see. On the primer side, there's a bunch of little flakes under my eyes, if you can see that. Weirdly though, there might be, it's hard with the light shining. There's a little bit of smudging on my brow bone. It's very, very minor though. And a little bit of smudging right there too. The flakes are kind of crazy though. There's like 5 under there. On the original formula side, as you can see, I don't see any smudging on my brow bone. There might be like a tiny bit right there. I don't see a flake. I don't see any flakes at all. So here's a final look at both of them side by side. I'm gonna zoom out and do final thoughts like always. I find it so funny, I guess interesting, that a literal mascara primer that's supposed to enhance the original formula actually made the original formula worse. Like, I don't know, maybe I need to play around with the primer more and like use a lighter coat, maybe let it dry for even longer. Like, I don't really know. I just like, why make this? If it, like, the original side looks so good. It always looks so good. It usually wears well throughout the day too. And the primer literally just made it like more chunky and kind of gross looking on my eyes, to be honest. So if you guys swear by any mascara primers, let me know. I think I'm gonna get the L'Oreal Lash Paradise primer because I used to use that back in the day and I really want to try it again and see, maybe I'll mix it with the Sky High or something and just see if that makes it perform better. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Giving this video a thumbs up actually really helps my channel and kind of pushes it out there. If you guys have any suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments and I'll see you next Sunday.